Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, here's your tarot reading for the week ahead. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome. If you're returning to the channel, hello again. And as ever, these are weekly Tarotscopes for your star sign on how to navigate the energies of the week ahead. I cover Sun, Moon and Rising, as I mentioned there in the intro. If you're not sure how to discover your Sun, Moon and Rising, check the pinned comment below with instructions on how to do so. And you can also sign up to the emails to receive notifications of when your star sign is released. But as ever, take what's helpful, leave what isn't. So a lot of what I'm going to say here are things that I have repeated to many other star signs. You've got many cards that have been showing up a lot across the board this week. So any challenges that are arising, please just bear in mind that it's not personal. It's not about you. These are collective challenges that a lot of us are facing. We start with the Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups reversed. This is the Lord of Abandoned Success. The fact it's reversed indicates that there are changes here that you're resisting this week, Libra. This is very much a theme that is coming through across the board, particularly with Cancer, particularly with the other water signs, many signs seeing this this fear of the unknown and not really wanting to let go or move on in a particular way. And a lot of the star signs trying to cultivate a sense of stability and security, and the falsehoods that lie within that. Of course, we can never really be fully in control. Things can't remain the same. That's impossible. The only constant is change. And the more that we're accepting and surrender to these ebbs and flows of change, the better. There's on the world stage at the moment, there is lots and lots of unknowns. There's lots of question marks. There's a lot of change coming about that is quite polarizing. Some people love it. Some people are very fearful of it. So this, I think, on an individual level is part and parcel of why we're feeling a little, this rising sense of anxiety coming through. And particularly, we're not wanting to let go of things, particularly on an emotional level. The fact that we are in Pisces season will mean that emotions are at the forefront of our thoughts and ideas, some challenging emotions coming up, and particularly those things that we've invested a lot of emotional energy within. That could be projects, that could be relationships, that could be ideas that we've had in the back of our mind that we've had a big emotional connection to, but hasn't necessarily been able to be expressed. There's just a sense of I don't want to let go of that. This is highlighted too by the fact that we have the Nine of Swords, the Lord of Despair. So some of these inner fears, these inner worries really coming to the surface, again because of this Piscean energy, and again because of that anxiety and fear that is being felt collectively across the world at the moment. However, it is not all doom and gloom. Do not worry, because the two guiding lights for your reading this week are found with the King of Wands and the High Priestess. The King of Wands, I think, has shown himself 3 times this week, so certainly an energy that's quite prevalent. For me, that's all around leadership. It's all around keeping your eyes fixed on the prize, keeping heart, keeping courage. The King of Wands, I believe, is 2 parts Virgo, 2 parts Leo and 1 part Virgo, if my memory serves me correct. Or it could be Cancer, but anyway. But it's the lion heart, it's that kind of pride of heart, it's that courage, it's that strength of heart. Really go back and look at what am I hoping for myself in the future. Sometimes there's a real need to focus on the here and now. We should ultimately always be doing that. But sometimes in our lives, we also need to go, right, what are my big long-term ambitions? What are my dreams? Because when we do that, it can, of course, inspire and bring through motivation and hope. So if you find that you're falling into this place of not wanting things to change, these fears starting to bubble up, really shift your focus and attention of what am I hoping for in the long-term future. Do not allow yourself to get into this head state of, well, what's the point, and in many ways kind of give up. There's also a big call for you with the High Priestess. She's the queen of the unknown, of the inner world, of intuition, as I'm sure you know. So there's a big call for you to be connecting with that, particularly as we've got the crescent moon appearing twice, once in the Eight of Cups and in the High Priestess. And the indication with the Eight of Cups here is saying that you may not have been listening to your intuition as perhaps as much as you should have. Now, one of your questions was, oh, well, how can I connect with my intuition? How do I ask my intuition questions? And what I say time and time again is, are you creating stillness and receptivity within your life? And that can be as simple as you place your hands on your solar plexus, that seat of that gut instinct, and you just see your instinctual reaction to some of the questions that you need to ask. Very often we're so busy and we're so distracted, and we've got this monkey chatter mind going on in the head, that it kind of pulls us away or distracts us from some of this more internal or reflective knowing, inner knowing. So please, please, please ensure that you're carving out some time for that receptivity, for some of those ideas to just be able to drop in. Because if you do, we move to the Six of Swords, which is always about moving towards calmer waters. So that want that you have in the Eight of Cups, that want for relaxation and calm and reassuredness, is available to you, but perhaps not found in the typical ways that you would approach it. It's not through the mental faculties of planning, of thinking about things, but much more in the receptive faculties. So that is my reading for you. As ever, go and check out your rising sign, moon sign, and sun sign. I'm really encouraging people to check out their moon signs this week, because it is, as you can well see, quite an emotional time for us at the moment, and that will give some really great indications on how to best navigate that aspect of our lives. But until next week, have a great time. Bye for now.